Steve, one day a month you spend all day in a meeting, and half of that day oftentimes is with an expert talking about a topic of interest to the group. What value have you found in those speaker portions of the meetings?
I've really enjoyed those because it gives an opportunity to hear topics that I may not take the time to go to a separate session, take a half day and go to a session on maybe human resource, or some of the sessions that we've had on the time span, or some of the other aspects that are enlightening. They've given us an opportunity here at Cerasis to get exposed to things that I probably wouldn't have been exposed to before, and they're in an intimate setting where we have an opportunity to get a lot of direct feedback with the presenter, ask a lot of questions, and some great ideas, some things that we've been able to come back and take more than just theory, but to actually be able to implement them within our organization. So they've been extremely beneficial for me.
Good. Follow-up question would be, so the other half of the meeting we spend in issue processing. Kind of what's that about for you, and what value have you gotten from your peers in those meetings?
Well, I think it's really twofold. In the issue processing, I'm provided the opportunity to first bring an issue, something that I am working on, something that I am struggling with, that maybe I don't have someone else in the organization that I can use as a sounding board as to how I might proceed. I can't do that either because it affects them and how I'm going to deal with it, or it's an issue that the solution might have a sensitive impact on how the company's structured, and I don't really feel it might be appropriate to discuss it with other people within the organization. But also, the second part of it is that the people internally don't have a really frame of reference as to how to deal with that problem. They haven't dealt with it before. Whereas with my Vistage group, my peers have many of them have gone through this before. They might actually be dealing with that situation right now, or they have some insight as to some things that I might need to consider, a way that I might structure it, that is feedback that I really don't get anyplace else. It's neutral, but it is also because you know the people and you've worked with it and you've had experience to have dialogues with them, in the months prior to that. They have a good understanding of you, how you deal with things, and I think that's a great part about the group, is you end up having people that you have some accountability to, and you kind of can't just give them a fluff answer and have them take that either. They're going to call you on stuff when you can kind of give them something that's just a bunch of garbage. So.